Hello, everyone. Hold on, let me turn the light up a little. All right, that might be a little better, although this lighting is not the most flattering. Um, it's somewhat quiet in my house right now. So, uh, I miscarried. I lost my pregnancy, and it's quite recently. It's January 1st. It's New Year's Day, and I actually ended up fully miscarrying yesterday, New Year's Eve. So, Happy New Year to all. No, I don't want to be bitter about it. It was I don't know. It was so weird. So, haven't had symptoms. I thought I was just one of those lucky ones, but it ended up that I had actually had a missed miscarriage. So my body did not recognize that baby no longer had a heartbeat. Um, and I continued. I was about 10 weeks and I started having some bleeding, went into the ER. I think I've cried, sobbed more than I ever have in my life. Um, I lost it at the ER and it sucked so bad because my husband had to be home with the kids because we didn't have anyone to watch the kids. And I didn't want to take him into the ER. Honestly, I thought that I was just bleeding because of my subchorionic hematoma, which I was told at my first ultrasound appointment that I had one, a very small one, that it wasn't really something to be concerned about. But that's really what I thought. And I was kind of just going into the ER just to get checked out. And yeah, it was just a rough couple days. Anyway, talked to my doctor New Year's Eve, which was yesterday. Spoke to her in the morning. I got an 8:45 a.m. appointment. The 2 days prior, I was getting confirmation of the no heartbeat, which I did. Um, I even went to my second appointment, or like the second ultrasound to confirm. I went in there thinking like, because the first one was the ER, and I went in there thinking like, well, the ER makes a lot of mistakes. I feel a little naive, honestly, but I'm not beating myself up. I am very well aware that a lot of times, majority of times, especially at my age, your body recognizes a chromosomal abnormality, and therefore, you know, uh, it it's not sustainable for life. Or I don't know the term. My brain's a little jumbled. Anyway, I yesterday spoke with my OB and she told me my options. Since I had already started bleeding a bit on my own, it my body finally recognized it and I started miscarrying naturally. But this it can be strung out for a very long time and I just didn't really want that. So I did decide to take the Cytotec, misoprostol, and she did also say that I could get a D and C, D and E. Um, But I decided against that because I am terrified of any anesthesia. So that just was like not an option. So yeah, yesterday I took the cytotech early in the, like right when I got home from the OB. I, on my way home, picked it up from the pharmacy, got home. Um, this video, if you have not read the warning already, it is TMI, it is real, and I just want to kind of put this information out there for people that could be going through this and just want reference or info. Um, I inserted it vaginally up against my cervix, and it started working right away. Immediately, I felt, I would say within the hour, and they say it takes like 6 hours to really kick in, but for me, I think that since I was already starting to expel uh, the contents, it just kind of facilitated um, everything. And that um, went on for, I would say, like 3 hours, just pretty intense cramping, bleeding. And in the evening, there, I was in the kitchen, um, and I just felt, I knew. I was bleeding constantly before this, prior, but I felt something pass and I knew. And I ran to the bathroom, and I didn't want to look into the pad. So I just um, kind of did everything looking up, uh, cleaned up and everything, and flushed the toilet. And oh, I don't I don't know. I know that um, these things do happen, and actually, uh, quite a few people have reached out to me because, um, we, my mother-in-law, she knew that I was pregnant, my father-in-law, and everyone, and we've got family in Europe, and just a few people reached out, um, stating that they also have been through this. And I just feel like in this time, it is kind of comforting to know that other people go through this. It's somewhat common, and it's our bodies being wise, I think, like knowing that um it's just not suitable to continue. And uh I've thought about it a lot. I've cried a lot, and this last year has been a little tough for me, just losing my mom, and then this. There's a lot of loss. My husband, he lost his in Serbia. um they People are very close, very close, families very close, and he lost his cousin this year, who is like his brother. It was just a rough year. But out of all this, I did notice that, like, even as soon as I came home from the hospital, the ER, got home and I just wanted to like smother my babies in love and cuddle them. And I just looked at them. I mean, I always do, but like it was just even more emphasized how beautiful they are, you know? Anyway, um, my husband and I'm kind of a private person. So this is interesting that I'm just putting this out there, but I just feel like if I can just like help one woman, one somebody through this, or like offer some kind of information, then that would be really rad. Um, yeah, it, it was hard, and I'm actually still bleeding. I still have to wear a pad, and it will probably continue for a few days, if not like upwards of a week. I don't know. It's definitely subsided quite a bit. Um, and the cramps are really, really mild. But our plan is to just try again. Um, yeah, we were really, we were really excited. It's just so, it's surreal, like having all these exciting plans for the future, and then they just, it's just d- dust in the wind, you know? Anyway, um, I am trying to like have a positive self-talk because I think that that's really important. And I just keep telling myself that my body knew what it was doing. It was being wise, and um, my body is capable. And anyway, guys, if you have any questions at all, I would be more than willing to answer any of your questions that you may have. And any, comments, let me know if you've been through this. Uh, and let's just create a community of supportive humans, sensible, supportive humans. That would be really awesome. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned because um, there's much to come. Yeah. All right, guys. Bye.